Little is much with God, don't doubt, hold on. Slade, they say, Saul is thousands, David is tens of thousands, and you got more than them both. Having their word to build upon his work. Don't get it wrong, all you need is all you got. God does not mess up.
A little is much with God, don't doubt, hold on. I read it just a little, slowly, not as smart as most. They say this all day, they miss. I quicken my reproach to rebuke wrong when spoke. Lil David, he slayed the giant in his day yesterday with only what God gave. That's why only in his name, not old enough to know his word. Clearly your heart like two Davids, same obey his command, but old enough to know his word. So what shall you slay with what God gave?
So what shall you slay with what God gave?
A little is much with God, don't doubt, hold on. Slay, they say, Saul is thousands, David is tens of thousands, and you got more than them both. Having their word to build upon his word. Don't get it wrong, all you need is all you got. God does not mess up. I hear he fears all they say. Come now, let me reason your superstitions away. All die, born to do, don't be they fool. Don't play full, empty all their tombs like their meats and greets off a greed barrel of snakes. Mistakes always search but never find. All psychology is but mythology. Change the word, it's think me not right in word. And then hear this verse, play, call it placebo effect. Now affects yourself here, we both know that's fake. They only change the name and play all them together, can't reason what God simply say. We say. Little is much with God, don't doubt, hold on. Slay, they say, Saul is thousands, David is tens of thousands, and you got more than them both. Having their word to build upon his word. Don't get it wrong, all you need is all you got. God does not mess up. Hear you, me, when I heard she was worthless, and he so great rose up for his sons like my Father in heaven. Yeah, calling out all them that promised unto death, but all we see are the girls soldiering, killing the Passover. After it passes over them, don't be you deceived. By 6, perfecting her house, covenant, no play. Who she is by 12, bleeds, ready for husband to rent. Veil, part leg, she gives herself pure heart. Men take, mutilate, the Lord God himself put her in birth and pain. Sorrows increase, don't name with animals, calling sheep to trade. And a little is much with God, don't doubt, hold on. Slay, they say, Saul is thousands, David is tens of thousands, and you got more than them both. Having their word to build upon his word. Don't get it wrong, all you need is all you got. God does not mess up. Daughter, you give all going to die, guys, you have eyes see. So casually we put her into casualty if baby wards wore her course. Either way she turned or led, steer his word heard. Virtuous tower, daughter of king, not cow for coward slaughtering, but Sabbaths kept eternally. Does God care for cattle? Who would ask when talking his daughter? But the Lord God's angel Satan would spare that she ass alive and slay a known prophet of the Lord. Balaam that should pierce men's heart to cry. Job, Satan doesn't touch Job's wife, is ordered by the Lord, do not touch his life. Now who is fool, fall into denial and lies as I, who repented from my praying door. Now as I hang on spirit Saul for calling witch at endure, throw a javelin at her son. Come little dude that is bigger than me, have much life blood, you yet paid to your love. You promised her taking hand, raised up to her father who is one man. Replies, I didn't realize, scrape knuckles, finish up, no death casualty, no mutilation, no slaughter, blood sprinkled like the sheep temple. Her, he means not mean, help meat's good to eat if relying kind.